Kings, queens, beyonds and in-betweens. Welcome back to the second part of my series on FLINTA voices in alternative music. In case you have not watched part 1, let me quickly explain to you the term FLINTA. FLINTA is an abbreviation that stands for females, lesbians, intersex, non-binary, transgender and agender people. Now, without further ado, let's check out some of those artists. Grumster. Although their last record did not resonate with me all that much, Grumster did release some of the best underground pop-punk albums with a more skate-punk edge to them in the last couple of years, being especially catchy and energetic with their debut Underwhelmed. They deal with topics such as personal growth, everyday struggles and gender dysphoria. My favorites are Mirrors, Kairos, for which you should also check out the great music video, and Crumbling. Happy Accidents. Happy Accidents are a band I saw open for Touche Amore in around 2017, and I was so drawn in by their performance as they visibly had the time of their lives performing and gave off really infectious positive vibes. They are a British duo and I'd categorize them somewhere between indie rock, pop punk and emo. Just imagine Tiger's Jaw but British. My recommendations are Leaving Parties Early, Text Me When You're Home and Back in My Life. I Hate Sex. Some of you might remember I Hate Sex for the 2015 EP Circular Thinking, which is arguably one of the best screamo records of all time. It certainly drew me into the genre and fascinates me to this day. Their songs on the split EP with Low Level are also just as good, but you can't really listen to them on Spotify. For whatever reason, the quality there is just horrendous. I'd recommend the songs San Francisco and Weird Dream Conscious Dream. Chain Remover / Venturing. Apart from dropping one of the most impressive records of the year production-wise, with the digicore rage dance leviathan that Revenge Seekers is, Chain Remover has consistently impressed and has been an innovative force in various alternative genres, although she has only been releasing music for a couple of years. And there is so much to talk about, but possibly in a separate video. For now, I'd recommend the explosive Home Switcher, the lo-fi melancholic anthem of Search Party, and if you're looking for a more shoegazy dream pop sound, check out Census Designated, but be prepared to be confronted with some glitch elements. Jane also started releasing music under the name of Venturing, mixing indie rock with elements of emo, dream pop and noise pop, and in the process creating another incredible record that dropped this year. I really like the songs Sick Relapse and Famous Girl. The Japanese House. The 2023 album of sapphic indie pop act Japanese House was one of my favorites that year, due to its intricate melodies and overall breathtaking lyricism and vocals. I can't really find another word to describe the album other than beautiful. It is crafted with such care and attention to detail, you will always find some new nuance or instrument that sneakily crept into the layers of melodies. The incredibly upbeat but longing Touching Yourself might be a great introduction, but you should also check out the deeper cuts like Set to Breathe, One for Sorrow, Two for Joni Jones, or Something Has to Change, all of which have been revisited by me frequently since their release. Julian Baker. Julian Baker is a singer-songwriter who you might recognize due to her involvement with the supergroup Boy Genius, but she also makes some of the most gut-wrenching and intense music on her own, dealing with topics such as addiction, fear of abandonment, and everyday struggles more generally. Some of my favorites are Sour Breath, Heatwave, and Everybody Does.
Body made of wood. Oh, the harder I swim, the faster I sink. The harder I swim, the faster I sink. The harder I swim, the faster I sink. The harder I swim, the faster I sink.
Teenage Joans. One of the newer pop-punk bands that I am very excited to see where they continue to go is Teenage Joans. Although I did not relate to their debut as much as I had anticipated, the singles they put out before are so well crafted and lyrically relatable, it is just impressive. You should listen to Wine, Something About Being 16, and Tennis Skirt. Pool Kids. The Midwest emo band Pool Kids really put their name on the map with their self-titled album in 2022. If you like playful guitar melodies and a certain etherealness to your emo, direct and very emotional lyrics, this is the band for you. Check out That's Physics Baby, Exit Plan, or Tinted Windows. Lexi Carroll, someone I have referred to in the past as Baby Phoebe Bridgers due to their similar vocal deliveries. I describe Lexi Carroll's music as a little more bedroom indie leaning, but also on the sad girl side of things. I often feel like her lyrics are very much about the everyday and nothing too particular, but thereby capture everything at once too. I don't know if that makes any sense, you will just have to listen yourself. I really love the songs Laundry Detergent, Sunflood, and Violet. Marmosets. Marmosets dropped two of the most promising post-hardcore records in the middle of the 2010s and then kinda vanished up until recently, when they announced a new record coming soon. They are really recognizable through the unique and sometimes experimental vocals of their singer Becca, paired with the oftentimes fast-paced, almost mathcore instrumental that makes each song exciting. I will recommend to you the songs Major System Error, the more chaotic Vibe Tech, and the really emotional Captivate You, which should give you a good overview of all the weird and wonderful sides of marmosets.
And I will captivate you with everything I got to bring the best out in you. One strength, one heart is all you need tonight. Tonight.
Mary in the Junkyard. Mary in the Junkyard make very artsy, moody, weird, ethereal and eerie art rock that will captivate you, surprise you and at times sort of creep you out a little. They certainly got that art school vibe to them, and I mean that in the best way possible. My favorite songs are Marble Arc, Thief and Ghost.
You pause my skin. I take my shoes off empty. I wanna dance to the living room. I've been
Meet Me at the Altar. With more of an easycore approach to pop punk, Meet Me at the Altar have made quite the impact in the last couple of years with their energetic, anthemic and triumphant songs that at times remind me of early Stand Atlantic. You could check out Beyond My Control, It's Over For Me or Morris Farm Drive.
I wiped all our pictures off my phone. I forgot the smell of your cologne. Thank God I kinda hated it. I made all the changes, turned us into strangers, basking in how fast I let you go. It's over for me. There's no chance I'm taking you back. It's over for me.
Michelle Branch. Probably one of the most well-known artists on this list, Michelle Branch spent some time in the mainstream in the early 2000s, when her singer-songwriter pop rock got her the recognition she deserves. Everywhere is her most popular song, but here I'd like to recommend you some of the lesser-known bangers on her 2001 album The Spirit Room, like You Get Me, I'd Rather Be in Love or You Set Me Free. They are all really sweet songs that will instantly make your mood a little lighter.
You're in my heart, the only light that shines there in the dark. 'Cause I wanted to fly, so you give me your wings, and time held its breath so I could see.
Milk Teeth. In contrast, the very grungy alternative rock band Milk Teeth only partially got the recognition they deserved in my opinion. Not only is their sound quite versatile, but they really understand how to connect with you on an emotional level, like on the tracks Wanna Be, which talks about the desire to finally be okay, or the track Hibernate, which contemplates on the impossibility of finding love, or the catchy Brain Food that is focused on struggles of choosing what to do with your life.
You escaped by hitting rewind now, 'cause I can't rewind now. I'm not fine, but I wanna be. I'm not fine now, but I wanna be.
Mama. I randomly stumbled upon the song Ohio All the Time by Mama this year, whilst playing a sort of music quiz game online. And what can I say? Their recent record Welcome to My Blue Sky ended up being one of my most played records this year, as it powerfully mixes upbeat and catchy choruses with sentimentality and moody but beautiful guitar riffs, reflecting on the impermanence of summer, relationships, queer identity, and what it's like growing up. It probably is the most fitting record for the end of a summer that brings change with it and lets you reflect, dabble in memories, and make difficult choices for your life looking forward. I really can't stress enough how deeply this record connected with me, and my recommendations are Bottle Blonde, Stay All Summer, and Ohio all the time.
Do I blame it all on you? But I'm blue. So do you want me? I'm so blue. I hope you want me. Bottle blonde, you're a god. You gotta figure it out. When you talk, you'll get caught. You got your foot in your mouth. Turn it off, turn it on, or turn it inside out. It's your song, it's your song. Bottle blonde, it's your song.
Muncie Girls. A band I kinda missed out on are the pop punk trio Muncie Girls, although I have been listening to their song Learn in School for almost 10 years, which critiques our capitalist system in which only the few are rich and privileged, while most of us are expected to waste their lives earning them their fortune. This song instead wants to inspire you to be creative and change the world. I can also recommend Jeremy, which is a song about patriarchal structures that aid men in dodging responsibilities, and Locked Up, which is another banger that is about expectations and beauty standards put on women and how discourses shape and reproduce them.
Thinking the same thing, it's just a matter of when. All my friends fell right down, and that's why we feel safer underground. All my friends fell right down, and that's why we feel safer underground.
New Dad. New Dad are a band I stumbled upon last year, drawn by the album cover of their record Mandra, which turned out to be this amazing blend of dream pop and shoegaze combined with sad girl vibes that I totally fell in love with. It's just so ethereal and melancholic while still emitting such a strong longing at times. My favorites of theirs are Dream of Me, In My Head, and Vertigo, which is from their recent record.
But I see yours when the clouds break, and it makes my whole body ache. 'Cause I still feel you on my skin. The thought of you makes my head spin. I'm not on your mind, but you're still fucking with mine. You're still fucking with mine. Don't dream of me while I'm dreaming of you.
New Year's Day. Having since gone very much in a more formulaic alternative metal direction that I haven't been keeping up with much, New Year's Day were at their best during their debut, and I can recommend the pop punk anthems of My Dear, which is a heartfelt and almost self-defeating plea to not be broken up with, and Razor, which, well, you might be able to guess what it is about based on the title, but which is just so incredibly catchy it's almost illegal. The song I Was Right is also quite fun.
Take what you want from me. I'll give you anything. It's so pathetic. I make myself sick. I can't get over you. I can't get over any of it. I never thought I'd be the one with the weakness. You call the shots while I stay up at night sleepless. It's so pathetic. I make myself sick. I can't get over you.
Pale Waves. Gay as hell sad girl indie music with feminist undertones that got me on the hook ever since I discovered them in 2018. Pale Waves sonically are more on the alternative rock, indie and synth pop side of things, while their lyrics embrace more emo aesthetics. I can really recommend the song that I first heard, Television Romance, but also New Year's Eve and Not a Love Song, and so many more, really.
I don't know what to say to you. I feel like you're getting to me, and I know that's what you're into. Your face is enough to make me stay. Oh, baby, won't you stop it? You and I haven't got it. Television run out. So, baby, won't you stop it? You and
Pedal. Pedal is a singer-songwriter, sort of indie, sort of emo project whose most popular song Heaven is about love-driven idealizations, the picturing of a future together, and desires of protecting those you love, expressed with a sort of Midwest energy to it. The songs on their second album are more minimalist in their instrumentation, but all the more focused on an intense vocal delivery that keeps me coming back to them. Like for example the song I'm Sorry, that seems to deal with struggles coming from feelings of reproducing patriarchal structures in personal relationships, or the powerful ballad Stardust that reflects on what could have been if a relationship did not end.
When did it get so personal? I can't remember, even though I have tried. Just like a black hole, we got lapsed in orbit, stayed in orbit because we lied.
Phoebe Go. Soft, cozy, and comforting are the words I'd use to describe the guitar-heavy indie pop of Phoebe Go, whose 2024 EP Marmalade really surprised me in how much it grew on me and how present it was in my day-to-day life for a good while. The EP is very vulnerable, honest, and giving you enough room to contemplate your own life while listening. My recommendations are Something You Were Trying, Taking Care of It, and Good Fight.
And all I ever wanted was to find a way eventually. And there's always something left to find, but maybe we're just better at hiding. So I kinda figured that you were never really mine, and I was just something you were trying. Yeah, I was something you were trying.
Pink Shift. A band I saw open for Neck Deep a while ago is Pink Shift, who emitted pure energy on stage, which is something that can also be said about their songs. Their sound is somewhere between post-hardcore and pop-punk, or even shoegaze at times, and they somewhat fill the void left in me by Eyes Set to Kill. My favorite songs are, to me, Burn the Witch and Anita Wright.
I don't wanna say that I'm afraid, but I never believed that I could be anyone to anybody.
Paris. Fronted by Lin Gunn, who is a very vocal LGBTQI+ voice in alternative music, and a band that has been with me for a long time, Paris has a sound I describe as electronic pop rock that will get you moving and whose melodies will get stuck in your head. Especially their debut White Noise is incredible, and I'd recommend the song St. Patrick from that album. Other than that, my favorites are Nightmare and January Rain. Sincere Engineer. A band whose 2023 release blew me away completely is Sincere Engineer, who are mixing influences of emo, folk and pop-punk, creating sincere, energetic and catchy songs in the process. My favorites are the harmonica-infused Scratched or the punk rock banger that is Cinderblock, which will get you to move and shout along. Finally, their song A Touch of Hell is a fast-paced and catchy song about the ambiguity that coming back to your hometown can create within you, which however also presents an opportunity to reflect upon how far you have come.
Drink enough Red Bull and beer to keep me up, to keep me drunk for another 1,000 years. And I know that it sounds weird, but I bet your birthday in roulette and watch my chances disappear. Watch my money disappear. Watch my dog walk disappear. Well, 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 well.
Small Talks / Kylie Spivey. An artist I yet have to deep dive into is Kylie Spivey, who has previously released music as Small Talks and whose song New Dog Pity is a Midwest emo banger. Their sound since seems to have changed more into a pop direction, but the talent in songwriting remained, as you can hear in the song Not Over You Yet. Smiling Broadly. A band I only know because the amazing YouTube creator Shitty Kickflips uses their song Puke 106% True Speed as an outro. Smiling Broadly is a very noisy indie-tronica Vocaloid band that just is very fun to listen to, as there's always something interesting happening. Apart from Puke, my other recommendations are Patterns of Behavior, and if you're looking for even more chaos, check out Close. Soft Blue Shimmer. Now, if you're looking to get your heart crushed on the other hand, the dream pop shoegaze outfit Soft Blue Shimmer might just be right for the job. You should check out Prism of Feeling, Sunsoft and Sapphire Door. Soft Cult. Possibly the most political shoegaze band out there, and self-referring to themselves as riot gaze, Soft Cult address diverse ranges of social issues in their songs, taking feminist and anti-capitalist stance against injustices. Furthermore, they do so with an incredible sound that is very ethereal, emotional and sweet. My favorite songs are Gloomy Girl, One of a Million, Birdsong and Shortest Fuse, but you can really start wherever, as they are yet to release a song that isn't an absolute banger. Penwood Road. Penwood Road are a local Midwest emo band that has mastered to stay true to emo's roots, while making those influences sound very fresh again. They also have an incredibly powerful energy to them live and really blew me away the first time I saw them. Those screams will really get to you. Their debut EP just came out this year, and my favorites are probably May 95, Junebugs and Leech. I practice saying sorry to you so I can do it in front of the mirror one day. Another Leipzig-based band that has made quite an impact in the screamo indie-tronica scene with their debut EP this year is I Practice Saying Sorry to You so I can do it in front of the mirror one day. Their sound is very raw, passionate and bittersweet, aspects that you will feel even more when you see them in a live setting, where they bring this larger-than-life emo energy to the stage. You should check out the songs Bitch Show, My Therapist Ghosted Me 3 times but keeps posting religious content on her WhatsApp status, or One by Metallica, by I Hate Sex by Older Friends, which really takes the Screamo meme naming convention to the next level. Sophie Powers. This is Hello Kitty boots on your neck girl core. Sophie Powers can sonically be located somewhere close to hyperpop and doesn't fail to amaze me again and again with her gift of one-liners and over-the-top outfits. The songs I like most are the more pop-punk inspired Break Up on the Weekend, the glitchy but bubblegum bassy Head Empty No Thoughts, and the very indie pop sounding Goals. Squirrel Flower. An artist with whom I still have some catching up to do is Squirrel Flower. I really only listened to her 2023 record Tomorrow's Fire, which combines indie rock, shoegaze and grunge elements to craft memorable and emotional hit songs such as In the Skate Park or LA Light, that carry with them a certain gloominess and end of summer energy. This gloominess is then turned up to 100 in the song When a Plant is Dying, which I can also recommend. Stand Atlantic. Although they have dabbled more into a trap-infused rock sound recently, Stand Atlantic are at their best when they channel a more traditional pop-punk sound in my opinion. There's just something so beautiful in their vocals especially, and I find myself coming back to many of their songs time and time again, such as Pity Party, Hate Me Sometimes, or Lost My Cool. So, we are once again at the end of the video. Thanks for sticking around and I hope you found some great artists. Also check out the Spotify playlist linked in the description. Please like and subscribe if you like content like this, and stay tuned for part 3 where we will take a look at 34 more FLINTA voices in alternative music. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!